What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day today. Now, Bitcoin has actually had over a 20% bounce from the bottom right here. We did, in fact, fall into the CME futures gap. We didn't close it, but was that enough? Was that sufficient to say at least we tested the gap? That was it. And now we're headed back to some of these previous supports. Maybe they will act as resistance this time around. I do want to talk about that. By the way, guys, today's video, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to make it. There's a lot of construction going on outside. They're actually on the other side of the house right now, so hopefully you can't hear it going on right now. I have a super busy day today, but I'm trying to make this video because we have to talk about what is going on right now. You can see right here, guys. And by the way, if you do appreciate the fact that I still make these videos, even, in these very busy times for me right here, please do slap a like on this video. In fact, today's video is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, and YouTube does not like short videos. So drop a comment. How are you doing? How are you feeling, guys? What do you think? So ultimately right here, we're going to hop right in. We're going to get right to it, guys. We need to talk about what is going on. Is this actually the capitulation wick? Are we bottomed out? Is Bitcoin going to trend higher, or are we still in that bear trend? Well, you can see right here that we did, in fact, as soon as we lost this major support, this legacy resistance right here, Bitcoin fell off an absolute cliff. We tried to reclaim it right here on this other support that we had right here, which was from the top of the 2017 bubble. And right here, boom, we came down, tested it, and currently we're trying to push up on it again. So we are having a lot more resistance now. Keep in mind, it's going to take a lot from the bulls to push above these levels. Now, if we actually zoom in right here, and you can see why I've taken these previous levels, right? We had this first touchdown here on the correction that we had in January, and then obviously all of this reaccumulation down here. So if we zoom into what we're doing right now, you guys can see ultimately that we are in fact hitting this resistance, right? Now let me zoom in so you guys could really see what's going on. You see this resistance? You see how right here, how many times, right? We wicked through it 1, 2, and we're still trying to break through it. So this is the $31,300 level. Very, very significant. If we can break above that, that would be very, very good short term. So what are the levels that I'm looking at? Well, they're the same levels that I was looking at on the way down that I'm looking up, right? So really, we want to break through these levels. The next is 33,000, then 34,500. 34,500 is a very, very important level, right? Because we had this drop right here. So I would keep my eyes on that. The level, the ultimate resistance to pay the closest attention to, and remember we were talking about if we are in a bear trend, you would want to short the resistances. I'm not saying you should do that. Keep our eyes on it, but there is a potential that, we do dance around here, probably bounce through some of these areas, and I could see us retesting somewhere along this trend line right here. This is going to be massive resistance. I don't have an exact number on it yet because it is an upward sloping trend. So the longer it takes us to get to these levels, the higher that the levels actually go, right? So, if we were just to go by today's standards, which I highly doubt we're going to do a pump directly up, but if we did, right up to here, that's around $37,500. So I'm saying 37,500 is the level to watch out for. Now, I am going to talk about what we need to do to officially, in my opinion, be back in a bullish trend, okay? I'm going to get to that in just a minute, but I did want to give a shout out to El Crypto Professor. He actually was talking about this Wyckoff cycle and how he does think that it makes sense, and it is crazy to see how Bitcoin has actually kind of played out very similarly, right? So ultimately, we would be down in this accumulation long position, whatever, if you want to accumulate the long position, and then you could be looking for this bounce up to this level. Of course, you can see where he draws his levels right here, and obviously the line isn't extended, but it is right here around the $37,000 level. So that kind of does coincide with the same levels that I'm looking at. In yesterday's video, we did speak about the possible bullish scenario of putting in this giant M-shaped pattern where you put in an M, you break below the previous support right here, right? And then you do continue rallying to the upside. And if we have a look at what we did right here, we have the M, we have this M right here, which I did say this is a little different, right? This bear flag that we put in right here, that's the only thing that makes it different compared to what we had seen in the S&P. But ultimately, what you do have is this M-shaped pattern right here. You have the capitulation, potential capitulation, right? Below this level of support. And now we have the spring back, right? So as I said, guys, keep our eyes on this. I kept this here, right here, this $37,500 level. We went over this multiple times. This is potentially the level to watch. And ultimately, I did say, and I'm going to stick to it for now, okay? I could be proven wrong. I've been wrong before, but I still say ultimately that we will be supported unless we have a crazy recession and stocks start tanking, stocks see 50, 60, 70% correction. I don't even know if that's like possible to get that deep in stocks. Maybe it is. But as you can see right here, we do have the 200 weekly moving average. I'm sorry if I said daily. I meant to say weekly moving average, which has always supported Bitcoin throughout its entire history. You can see once again, just want to hammer this in so you guys remember, down here, we had this support. Doesn't mean we can't wick below it. We can wick below it, but ultimately we always close within the week above it. You can see right here, perfect support. Right here, COVID crash, right? Little bit of a black swan event. We did close below it. The next week, we were back above it again. So I do anticipate the same exact thing if, in fact, we were to fall below it. Hypothetically, Bitcoin bounces around. We do come up. We do retest that $37,500 level, maybe continue to fall down. At that point, you could be seeing that $24,000 Bitcoin bottom. Maybe we test it again. Then we end up putting in a giant double bottom, right, as the second part of the M shape. So now it switches to a double bottom right here. Very, very bullish. So that is the super, super bullish case for Bitcoin. Again, as I pointed out, these Bitfinex longs are still piling up. There are obviously some big players, some big whales. We don't know who they are. Are they doing this just to trick us, just to mess with our minds? I don't know, guys, but the last time, and look at the difference, by the way, just comparing it to where it was last time. So down here, we are about 53% higher in the longs than we were previously. And when we did have those longs right here, we remember that this was exactly at this bottom and we did see the bounce. So could we be seeing something very similar right here? 50% higher. Are they loading up for something else, right? That could be the possibility. The one thing that I always pay attention to, and actually, shout out to Kevin Svensson for this one because he really put this on my radar, was paying attention to a lot of the volume specifically on Coinbase because Coinbase is the largest exchange in the US. And you can see every single time we have these big volumes, they do signal very important moments in Bitcoin. So let me just draw all the big volumes that we had right here. We had one right here. I would argue that this is one right here. Obviously, this was the capitulation event of 2018. We had this one. You guys can see what I'm doing here, right? I'm just lining it up with all of the volumes. This volume, I guess we can count this one. That it did have a sort of volatile move right there. And then, of course, the one that we're having right now. So if we just have a look and zoom in and just see what we did each time we had these volumes, right? So this was the super, buying volume right here at the top. And what ended up happening, we ended up reversing. This right here was a lot of the selling volume. What happened? Bitcoin came all the way down to $5,800. And within 4 weeks, within a month, it was up back to $11,000, okay? We had this down here, major capitulation event. This actually was the really boring part of the bear market. So we didn't see a V-shaped recovery, but it was significant in that this was the turning point for the market, right? We also had this volume right here. Wasn't exactly at the top, but, we did start to curve back down here. This was COVID, very important. This was actually this sharp correction, right? Bitcoin was all the way up at 41,000, 42,000, and we came all the way back down to that $28,000 level. So this volume did signal a big move. We also had, this volume coming in right here, which was the, the top of this first Wyckoff, whatever you want to call it, distribution. Ultimately, so yeah, right here we are having that volume in again. So, we are expecting that relief rally. I had said that we're not going to go down in a straight line. We're going to have that relief bounce. We are currently having it right now. But if you want to know the truth, where we need to get to actually get back into bullish territory, and I know that we're celebrating. It was a great day. We had a pump, right? But look at where we are, guys. Be very honest and realistic about where we are. We were sitting on this trend right here. We were sitting right on the 600 daily, and we fell. We fell below it. We did have that volume. I guess you could say that technically this was somewhat of a capitulation event. It could be. It could be. I'm not going to make any judgment yet until we see how the next weeks play out, and then we can have like a full confirmation on it. But ultimately, we have to get back up to this level right here. And you can see this moving average is also rising, right? The same way that we had the 200 on the weekly rising as well. So, ultimately right now that level is sitting at $40,700. So in order for us to really, really say that we are bulls again, right? We're 100% bullish, although I'm always bullish on Bitcoin. You guys know that, but assuming this comes out here, does something like this, we really need to, I don't know what we're going to do, but we need to get above this level and we need to close it as support and continue. Okay. So keep in mind, guys, that basically means that essentially Bitcoin needs to get back into the 40,000s, the low 40,000s, in order to be definitely bullish. And right here, you can see we are having a bounce back on the stocks as well. And the DXY is also pumping as well, so just keep that in mind. The DXY is still increasing, so this could just be a relief rally. But remember, if we are in a bear trend, which we are in a downtrend, we need to pay attention to those resistances. If we get rejected off of those resistances, then the trend is going to continue to the downside. So in summary, pay attention to $37,400. I think that could be the short-term, bounce target. It doesn't mean we're going to get there tomorrow, but we could trend up there slowly. And if we get rejected, then, you know how to play it. You short those levels, right? Not telling you what to do. If you want to learn how to trade, by the way, do check out the tutorials popping up above. Ultimately, dollar cost averaging, as you guys know, best strategy. And we do need to get above the 600 daily, which is sitting at around, what was the exact official level? $40,760. So keep that number in your mind. $40,700 is the level to get above. So getting back to what was happening yesterday, Terra Luna, they did officially halt the blockchain at this level. I think they tried to start it up and they halted it again. I don't know. I don't hold any Terra. I'm not, unfortunately, it's not, I don't hold any. It wasn't anything I really was into, but it is something that's super big. But I am seeing that a lot of exchanges are starting to delist Luna after 500 billion trading volume. So, and I've even gotten a few things in my email from certain exchanges, confirming this as well. The thing coming out of this is that they say that the collapse of Terra's dollar peg has alarmed the crypto industry, and that has unfortunately extended to Congress. The bloc spoke with several senators and representatives in key financial policy positions to gauge what may come next. So you had Maxine Walters, Chair House Financial Services Committee, is said to be curating a package of crypto legislation that may come out by the end of this Congress. You have Stephen Lynch telling the bloc that his e-cash bill will be part of the package. He said it's going to have to, right? That's where we're having all the problems. It hurts the rest of the industry. That has shaken the confidence generally in stable coins. And you also have Josh Gottheimer's draft bill, the Stablecoin Innovation and Protection Act, effectively codifies the Presidential Working Group report's request to limit stablecoin issuance to insured depository institutions, mostly banks. So I would say at this point, what is the safest stablecoin, in my opinion? Most likely USDC. USDC is the one that, it's from Circle and they're working most closely with the regulators. Next would be our good old buddy Tether. And, if you want to do something like maybe DAI, you can use that as well. That is a more decentralized alternative, correct? So, just pay attention to that. But ultimately, guys, at the end of the day, my drawings are still here, but I will just, I'll delete them super quick so you guys can see again. So the level that we're having the resistance at right here, you can see right here, we wicked above it twice, so it's possible to get another fake out. We did get the volume. This could be the capitulation that everyone has waited for. We need confirmation. We need to at least, see how we close the week, right? And ultimately, we do have these levels here with the main target right here around that $37,400 level, okay? And like I said, to get back into bullish territory, we have to get back above 40,000, back above the 600 daily. So that's in a nutshell. If you guys appreciated this quick update, I feel really bad. I was supposed to go on the Crypto Wendio show today. You guys probably can't hear them. They're in the back right now. It was super loud this morning, and I was just like, I don't know if I'll be able to do a live stream. I tried to get this out super quick in a time where it was a little bit quiet. Anyway, guys, I love you. You're awesome. You're the best. You are the reason that I make these videos. If you enjoy these updates, drop a comment below, slap a like on the video. Like I said, YouTube doesn't like short videos, although this video actually is kind of normal, 13, 15 minutes, whatever we are at right now. Love you guys. You're awesome. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. If you want to learn how to trade, I would highly suggest be very, 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 very careful right now. We just had an extremely volatile move, but you can watch these videos popping up right here, right now. There are $16,000 in bonuses below. Until next time, stay crypto, and of course, peace out.